Welcome back to Abner's Reviews. This is the Intex Krystal Clear Filter Pump. Huge thanks to the guys at Eastern Cold Brew Coffee for sponsoring our video today. Did you know that cold brew coffee can boost your metabolism and lift up your mood at the same time? If ever you wanted that real rich, dark cold coffee taste, try Eastern Cold Brew Coffee today. Cold brew is not just coffee poured over ice. It went through a process of slow steeping coffee beans, then eventually straining them out. Eastern Cold Brew Coffee is the process, not the temperature. Try one today by clicking on their social media links on our video description.
Oh yeah!
The Intex Krystal Clear Filter Pump cycles 3.8 cubic meters of water per hour, or roughly 1,000 gallons per hour. It uses hydro-aeration technology. This pump uses Type A filter cartridge. Here we have the user manual. Here we have the first hose for our filter pump. That is the first one right there. Here's our second hose for our Krystal Clear filter pump. So now we have two. Here are the accessories that comes with the filter pump. We will be assembling these later. This is the main unit of our Krystal Clear filter pump right here, and the cord is wrapped around it, as you can see here. So these are the items which we have unboxed so far. So this is our power cord for our main unit. So this is our main unit. As you can see here, it comes with two inlet valves. This is where we will be attaching the hoses later on. And here is what the bottom part of the main unit looks like. Comes with a cord guide right there. Now here is the top part of our Krystal Clear filter pump. Now we loosen up the cover seal so that we can open the filter housing cover. So this is the cover seal right here. Now this is the filter housing cover. Now this one is the actual filter cartridge type A. As you can see, it's dirty because it's already used. Now take a look at the inside of the main filter housing. So this is our main filter housing unit. As you can see, there are two plug-in valves for our hoses. Okay, so those are our parts. This is our main filter housing unit. This is our type A cartridge. That is the filter housing cover. These are our two hoses for the plugs that we will be plugging later. And these are the fittings which we will be assembling also later. So these are the instructions on how to assemble the parts together. And the parts list right here. If ever you wanted to watch other videos on how to assemble the filter pump, you can scan that barcode right there with your smartphone or go to the link as indicated here. Alright, so these are the fittings that we have, which we will be assembling later on, so that we can attach the hoses which I've shown you earlier to our main filter housing unit. So this is our hose clamp. We have 4 of these in total. So what we need to do is attach these firmly to the ends of our hoses. And we need to do this the total number of 4 times. So that's 2. And ta-da! That's 4. So as I have mentioned earlier, we have 4 ends for our 2 hoses. So this one goes to one of those ends. And this is the pull inlet nozzle. So this should be where the water from the filter pump will be coming in to our pool. So just screw it like that and it's good to go. Now this one goes to the other end of one hose, and this is our strainer. So water from our pool will be coming in to this strainer and into our filter pump for the water to be, well, filtered. So just screw it like the other one, like that, and we're good to go. So if you watched my previous video on my review on the Intex Easy Set Pool, these ones are called plug-in valves. So we have 2 plug-in valves for our inlet and 1 valve for our drain. So these will be where we will be connecting our hoses. Okay, so what we need to do is connect this hose from our filter pump to the inlet valve on our Intex Easy Set Pool. So the inlet valve on the pool is the one that is placed higher than the outlet plug-in valve on the Intex Easy Set Pool. We just need to place this firmly. Alright, so I think that's tight enough. So again, this is the hose from our filter pump going into the Intex Easy Set Pool. Okay, so now we are connecting the second hose to the output plug-in valve. So this hose connects from the Intex Easy Set Pool to our Krystal Clear filter pump. Alright, so I think that's tight enough. So this will be the hose where water will be coming from to our filter pump. Now we'll connect these to both ends of the hoses inside the pool. Okay, so I have shown you these parts earlier, but let's go and run them down again. So this is the filter housing cover right here. And the one I just removed is the cover seal. So this is the filter housing cover here, and the cover seal right here. So inside that is the Type A filter cartridge, which is responsible for actually filtering water from our pool. Okay, so this one right here is the valve O-ring. It definitely helps in terms of keeping the pressure inside our filter pump. So let's put the parts back together. Cartridge inside of the housing, and the housing cover plus the cover seal. This one, by the way, is the air release valve. This one controls also the pressure inside our filter pump. Now we are going to connect the other end of the hose to the outlet valve on our Krystal Clear filter pump. That is the one at the bottom. So let's make sure that it is connected tightly and firmly, like so. Now we're going to connect the other hose to the inlet valve on our Krystal Clear filter pump. So that is the valve on the top, the one with the plus sign. So water will be coming in through here, so from our pool to this inlet valve on our Krystal Clear filter pump. We just have to connect it tightly and firmly like the other one. There you go. Check the other one. You have to make sure they are both connected firmly. I think that is good. Alright. Now this time we are going to connect our inlet nozzle to the first hose, which is connected to the plug-in valve on the Intex EasySet pool. So this one will be connecting inside the actual pool. Of course, before we connect the inlet nozzle at the other end of the hose, do not forget that we have to remove the default valve plugs that came with the Intex EasySet pool, this one. Now we are going to connect the strainer grid on the other end of the hose, so this will be attached again inside the pool. Again, we are connecting this to the outlet valve from the Intex EasySet pool. So there you go. That is our strainer grid, which is connected to the outlet valve on the Intex EasySet pool. And this one is our inlet nozzle. This is connected to the plug-in valve, connected to our Intex EasySet pool. So now that everything is connected properly, we can now turn on our filter pump. Okay, our pump is alive. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm releasing some air and some water pressure via our filter housing unit, because some air is still in our hoses, so we have to get those out. This is how you get those air out of the tubes or hoses, like so. Okay, now water is coming in to our Intex EasySet pool. That means our filter pump is working. So remember, if initially it's not working, there might be some air on the hoses, and you just have to get those out. If you get them out, pressure will be back to the filter pump, and eventually it should work. So there we go. You see that it is now starting to clean our water. So believe it or not, I've been using the same pool water for about 4 months now, What I do is I take a tablespoon of chlorine every day. I dilute it on a dipper with water. So after diluting it, I then scatter it all over the pool. And what I do is I let the Krystal Clear filter pump do its job for an hour or so. So I do that on a daily basis. So as you can see, this filter pump is working for my pool. So you should get one too. Remember that if you don't circulate your pool water properly, it will become dirty sooner rather than later. So get yourself a pump and save yourself the hassle. So just imagine all the water you will be saving if you just buy yourself a Krystal Clear filter pump from Intex, like this one that I have. You don't have to change your water every time it gets a little bit dirty. You just have to follow the steps that I've given here. Connect your Krystal Clear filter pump properly, like what I have shown you here, and you should be good to go. But please remember that your water pool's condition heavily depends on how much you use your pool. So if you use it really that often, then you should clean it more often as well. So there you have it for our unboxing and review of the Intex Krystal Clear filter pump. If you have comments, inquiries, please drop them below on the comment section and I will try my best to respond to them. Okay, so once again, I hope we have given you something here. If you liked our video today, toss a like down there. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, so that you'll get notified when I upload the videos in the future. So once again, this is Abner's Reviews, and I will catch you guys on the next one.